Does the word Nemnok mean anything to you?
What have you found?
They call themselves the Akita. They worship this strange child.
Woodika will be displeased to hear it.
Woodika is never pleased.
I presume Woodika will entreat me to cull these followers.
The simplest solution.
I will not. The wheel turns. I merely guide.
You fear you cannot.
Their souls drift on without the touch of my hand. I have no reach there. I must know why.
I agree. Though I will say this. The Queen may have her motives. Sometimes standing idly by is greater subterfuge than action.
I hope this does not force all our hands.
There. Adds a little culture to the camp, doesn't it?
Kai, can I borrow your pistol?
I don't usually lend it out. Why?
I was hoping to make a few simple modifications.
What kinds of modifications?
Well, I was going to start by removing the trigger,
What?
then snapping off the hammer,
Are you serious?
and finally stuffing the barrel with tree sap.
Why would you do this?
Because I caught you reading my diary, that's why.
Giada, I promise on my life and on every life my soul has ever lived, I will never touch your diary again.
And
And I'm very, very sorry.
wonderful. In that case, you can hold on to your little toy.
Well, that was hard to watch. You okay?
I will be.
Gather round.
This is no ranger camp, envoy. You take lead.
as a mouse.
Spotted.
Not bad, envoy. Who's next? Anyone?
Give me a target.
I really don't think you saw what you think you saw.
You think I'm what? Seeing things? They're out there. I know it.
You haven't eaten in a week. None of us have.
All the more reason to pay attention to our surroundings. There's someone else out there. Someone new. Probably adherents.
And you're the only one who saw them?
People in armor, skulking about in the forest. And it's definitely not the rangers from Fjord.
See? Even the Adherent agrees with me. Either way, you need to get some rest. And you, Adherent, should just be moving on.
Stop right there, Adherent. I know what you did. I don't have to bow and scrape to you because you let Eagwolf live. That doesn't mean trouble won't find you. We're tired and hungry. That doesn't mean we're helpless. Watch yourself. What you looking at?
Was it not enough to be hungry? Now we have to be damp too.
Take it up with Erlen.
Eagwolf never wanted us to hide like this. Bereft of dignity.
Take my advice. Don't get between the two of them.
I won't. But we must do something.
Sure. Sit here and wait to starve, I guess.
There has to be a caravan coming soon.
Wouldn't bet on it.
There has to be a caravan coming soon.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Coming in hot. Stand back.
stay calm. Let us see what our visitors have to say for themselves. I said, stand down. If they had come to kill us, we would be dead.
Erlen, I know this is the Adiran who set Igwil free, but...
What are you going to do? Growl at them with your stomach? She spared Egwolf for a reason. I'm sure she also has a reason to stand before us now. It behooves us to listen to it. I knew someone would look for it eventually. Allow me to appeal to your better instincts, if you will. We are starving, Adiran. In a choice between us and them, I will always choose us. That does not mean I take pleasure in it. I feel the farmer's pain as keenly as I feel my own. But the crops are the crops. My people's lives are on the line. I have no choice. You can take it from our dead hands. Without this food, all of us will eventually perish anyway.
You think we haven't tried?
Look at the people around you. See their dull eyes, their waning strength. Soon, I will have to choose among them. Who eats and who dies. You are a leader. You know the burden of responsibility. Would you ask that of me? Who would you ask to pay that price? I will grant that we were distracted. Our skills were impaired, and the farmers should not suffer for our failure. Take the food and go.
Erlen, no!
And what is the alternative, Ortrude? Would you have me fling my starving body at them? Or doom innocents to the same? Leave with my blessing, Adiran. But no, I cannot stop my compatriots from objecting to your choice. And please, do not return. We cannot let this defeat us. We must find another way to survive.
Hold it, Adiran scum. Erlin might be going soft, but I'm not about to let you leave without food. What's the difference? Either you kill me now, or I starve in a week. I'd rather die with honor. You sound just like how Egwolf used to sound. Before his ideals... Never mind. Just go. But next time, I'll kill you. Even if it takes the last of my strength. What you looking at?
There you are. Did you deal with those bandits? Oh, thank the gods. At least you've bought me a little more time. More importantly, you've saved me from having to explain it to my wife. Sylvia's a fine woman, and, well, she doesn't need to know it's come to this. Let me at least pay you. It's not much, but it's what I can afford. Fine. But I won't let people think I let you work for free. Take this. A nobleman gave it to my grandfather, I think. Next time they come for my harvest, I'll be ready. I tell you that. I'm sure those bandits got what's coming to them.
Rebuilding has begun! From the ashes, Lord will rise!
Sorry if everything reeks of smoke. It's all in decent shape, at least.
Claviger Amos allowed these interlopers onto our streets. And where did it get him? Slain! Murdered! The Claviger deserve better! The Dearens never should have come here!
You're back! What have you found?
You have our condolences, Master Cartographer. The beauty of Emerald Stair hides the danger at its heart.
Fletcher! Oh, I was sure she would be safe. Her maps were so meticulous. She even made her own ink. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
Only the finest here. You'd agree if you saw where it came from. Hello, Adiran. Always nice to have a repeat guest.
I'm glad those sparrowhawks are gone, but I'm not sure these Adiran guards that showed up are any better.
Trading one set of bullies for another. At least they took down those garish banners.
Tell me about it. Very true. They really clashed with the whole district. All that awful graffiti was bad too.
Pleasure is all mine, Envoy.
Good. You made it back.
In truth, I've been better, but it's good to see you.
I heard about Fior. I'm so sorry. There's still a place here if you want it.
Thank you for the offer, but we have work to do.
I knew Giada's parents, Artur and Cordella. I had no idea you two were friends.
That's very kind. Incorrect, but kind. Nice job patching up the Envoy, by the way. Can't find a scar on her. And believe me, I checked everywhere.
Nonsense. You'd have done even better. I just happened to be on duty. Now, did you need anything? Or is this a social visit? Wonderful. And how did it go? That's unusual, but strictly speaking, not unhealthy. Anything else? No holding back now. Remember, I'm your healer. No judgments. A natural reflex of having your soul tickled by a professional, but it's perfectly healthy. Your brush with the Beyond has clearly done some harm, but I can't think of a reason not to let you go heal on your own. What would I do? No one ever asks me that. I would live a full life. There's no better way to heal an injured soul. Come by any time you need to get stitched back together. You know where to find me.
Glad to hear your soul's in one piece. Let's try and keep it that way, all right?
You're looking well. You know how it is. Fighting in the alleys, rumor of a plague, odd creatures skulking out of the wilderness. Someone somewhere always needs to get patched up. And when they need me, here I am.
from in the city. Can't stand here drinking.
Just stand there. Have you seen Eagwolf lately? Welcome back. As opposed to what? Some of my crewmates smoked it when I sailed with the Principe. Figured if any of them ever washed up here, they'd want a place to land. Suit yourself. Just stand there. Come in. Baloroc's always open.
Time to resupply?
My dear friend returns. How can I help you?
see you, friends. There's invaders in the yard.
One's mine.
You done enough? That'll show 'em. Please, just go.
Well, if it isn't the envoy again. Luckily, those steel garrote soldiers at the gate haven't bothered me yet. I'm just hoping not to draw their attention. Aye, they killed those poor rangers and have just been waiting there. That's certainly the hope. Anyway, it's not my business to interfere in. I've seen nothing and just wish to be on my way.
I'd like a word. Gods. A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another. I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand. We'll see about that. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight. Doesn't it? One way or another, Fuel Messiverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fjord Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Help takes many forms. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes. And while he frets in the throne room, his puppy dog soldiers will chase their own tails. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning. Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
Word travels fast.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. Ludwig told me to open a path for you by any means necessary, and that's exactly what I did. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerty. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances. No need. She has both of hers on you. Be seeing you, Envoy. Sooner or later.
So that's it? We're just letting her walk away? Fine. But I'm holding you to that. I don't want to see you again. Is that clear?
Crystal. Good luck with her, Envoy. You're going to need it.
I didn't think it was possible to hate someone this much.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
Shouldn't you be on your way?
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers, and now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living? I will not forget Fiume Siverna. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? I hope you're right. Thirdborners are tough by nature. More than a few have seen their share of battle. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed. Fair enough.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Easier said than done, especially when we're not entirely sure what we're looking for.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth, or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge. Yardsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yardsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me, then? Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
Anything. Right. Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Mesiverno. I just wanted you to know. No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
You know what I meant? Flashberries.
Oh, I loved those as a child. The gifted magpie used to make a delicious flashberry jam.
Ooh, sweet and a little tangy, with a nice snap when you bite down. Huh. A little spicy burn if you leave the seeds in. Mmm.
Oh, that's it. Now I'm hungry again. And I would kill for a flashberry.
My guess is most of the vines were destroyed in the fires.
The berries will return. Either nature will bring them back, or I will.
If Ludwig killed all the flashberries, I will be very angry with her.
I'm glad I had the opportunity to catch up with Liviana. She's doing well for herself. My mother had many friends, but Liviana was one of the few who truly believed in her. They were were in love. He would have followed her off a cliff. In many ways, he did. Liviana helped design the phantasmal focus. The interlocking rings were her personal touch. She didn't stay long after the accident. Maybe she took it hard. I don't know. It's possible, but ultimately none of my business. What happened was an accident. She owes me nothing. Out of respect for her, I'm happy to leave it at that. Or, if not happy, content. She thought I should abandon my family's work, find another way to grieve. But the Castel does not give up that easily, no matter the cost. Anyway, thanks for listening.
You too.